if you've got a Honeywell Evohome system, as we've got here, occasionally you might get a zone that comes up looking like this. You've got a little triangle and then your dash dash sign like that. So there's a problem, something going on there. Now this particular one is in our bedroom upstairs, and it's been giving me low battery warnings for the last few days, and I've just been accepting them. But so I knew that it was on its way out. But if we look at it now, it's basically got no temperature display and a little warning. And if I just press on it, there you go. You see you get an error come up, comms fault. So that basically just means, it's not being able to talk to the thermostat. It uses like a Wi-Fi signal, and it's probably just because the battery's finally gone flat, so it's gone offline. So all we need to do is just change the battery on that TRV. I'll go upstairs and do that now. Right, so here we are. This is the TRV, or the thermostatic radiator valve. This is a Honeywell HR92 model. So you might have something similar dotted around your house on all the various radiators. You can see straight away the display is coming out with a battery sign. The battery sign there is also empty, and we've got a flashing Wi-Fi sign. So it's basically not being able to communicate. Now this is quite unusual because actually when the battery goes flat on these, you don't normally get a display. So I think we must be in a situation here where there's enough power to power the display, but not enough power to power the Wi-Fi signal. Something else I've noticed is temperature is quite high in this room. It's not normally 24.5 degrees, so I think what's happened is there isn't enough power to actually wind down the motor and close the valve. So what we're going to do is going to pop this off now, change the battery, and I'll just show you how to do that. So the way to get the TRV off is underneath here there's a little clip, there's a little slidey thing. You just need to slide it to the right. There we go, you hear it click, and then you just lift up and you can see it comes off. So this is what I'm moving here, this little lock. So you slide it to the right and it comes off. Now to get the battery out, you basically have to take the top off. You see there's a little notch there, so you can get your fingernails in there and then just pull it. Okay, and then you can see the two batteries. They're just normal 2 AA alkaline batteries, so they just push in the little catch there. The battery holder comes off and you can see it's marked with a minus and a plus. So if you forget which way round they go, that just reminds you that you put the negative on that one and the positive on that one. So we can pull these two batteries out. It's simple. And where's my two new batteries? Okay, so I've got my two. I've just used normal Duracells here. I tend to like using a decent brand because you don't want them to leak. So just put them back in, make sure they're the right way around. So negative there to match that sign, positive there to match that sign. And then you just take this little clip, just push it in till it clicks. Okay, and then we have to put the TRV back together. So we put the top back on, just push it on like that, and until it clicks. Okay, you can see already the display is coming up with some symbols. So to refit it, we just go back to here. We've got the valve wheel. So to refit the TRV, you need to wind this to the left, wind it anti-clockwise. So you just unwind it as far as it will go. Okay, so that means the valve is now open. Take your TRV, jiggle it till it clicks on. You might want to move it slightly depending on where you want the display to face. There we go. Once it's on, you've then got that little clip underneath. Slide it to the left. There we go, then it clicked. Now you just have to give it a minute, and what it will do is it will cycle. So what that means is it will actually screw down, close and reopen the valve just to check all the positions and everything. You can normally hear it when it does this. You just give it a minute. There we go, so we can hear the valve cycling now. Basically what it's going to do is close the valve, and it measures the resistance, so it knows how far it has to screw Now this room's already up to temperature, so it probably won't reopen actually. So once it's closed, that'll be it. But if the room needed some temperature, you'd hear it reopen again. There we go. Just press the button there. It tells you it's picked up the zone and also the target temperature of 21 degrees. And you can see the room's currently 24.5. So this valve's going to stay shut for a while now until the room cools down. You can see the battery indicator now. We've got 3 full bars. It's quite often you'll see it drop to 2 bars, but it will stay at 2 bars for months, maybe even a year. And we've got this little Wi-Fi signal, so we can see it's reconnected. Back downstairs now on my panel, and we can see that the mum and dad zone now is showing a temperature. The little warning sign's gone. I can push on it and I get no errors. So that's fixed that zone now.